My name is Gramey Browne, author of Learning the Business of Life. And I do these short interviews with professionals. I take them way back to when they were boys and girls, 7, 8, 9 years old. You would be surprised to see who they were back then compared to who they are now. So do me a favor, click subscribe, ring the bell, and give me a thumbs up. While you're doing that, I'll start asking the tough questions. And I'm going to be having an interview with Jeffery Richardson, and I've learned today his name is Charles Jeffery.
That's correct.
And so today Jeffery has been an accountant. He's worked in government. He's worked with commissioners. This man is a true legend of Maarten and has done so many things. But today we're going to go way back. We're going to take him way back and basically get into the mind of little Jeffery. So, Jeffery, good afternoon, and thank you for doing this interview with me.
Good afternoon, Grammy. I feel honored doing this interview because I just met you a couple days ago, and I listened to your experience, and it is something that I feel honored doing this afternoon because I'm going to give people more or less who Jeffery was while growing up as a youngster.
Right.
I know myself.
So as far back as you can remember, let's start way back when you were little Jeffery. Did your mom have a nickname for you? We're talking 6, 7, 8 years old. Who was little Jeffery or little Charles?
Well, my family used to call me Charlie Buckers. The reason why they call me Charlie Buckers because my name is actually Charles. And then my head in those days was very big, so they would say Charlie Buckers. But one of the things that I learned about myself from way back is I was always a creative person. I was always a person that wants to build things, wants to start things, wants to be the founder of things. And when we were small, we always loved the Jackson 5. So it was 3 of us as young boys. And I started, I was the one that initiated us to be called the Jackson 3. Because one of the things in our family, we were very musical. All of us were singers, and because of that, we were able to start this particular group. And we used to go and sing for different parties here and there, but that is one of the things that I always loved doing. I always loved making sure that I build things, started things, make sure that whatever I started became something that people would feel good about.
Okay. So, what aspiration did you had at that age? Did you know what you wanted to be? And coming into your teenage years, 12, 13, who were you? What was your hopes and dreams of becoming?
When I was 12, 13 years, before that I started playing the steel pan. I used to play the tenor pan back in I think I was 9 years old. And I loved music. That's one of the things that my whole family loved doing. But I was one of the person that always believed in music. I was very good at what I did. And there was a time that my hand got broken. And my mother told me, no, you can't play the steel pan this year because your hand is broken. And I said to my mother, I need to play it because I love what I do. And so I used to go practicing with my brothers. And then every time they had a break, I would go on the pan and I would start to play. And then the guy that was training us said to my mom, he said, but your son is able to play just with one hand. So she said, okay, I'm going to leave him play. So that particular year, I was playing the pan with only one hand. That's something that nobody never did ever that I know of. And while I was playing and coming down the road and stuff, playing for Carnival, there was all these tourists looking at me like, how is he able to do that with just one hand playing the pan? So at 12, 13, I continued to be a musician, continued to be in music. My mother bought a piano, and I was the only person in the family that used to play that piano. And eventually I became a piano player.
Wow. So did you see yourself then at that age during your teenage years becoming a full-fledged professional musician? Or was that something in your head?
Yeah, because what I did then, eventually I started a choir. I had a group of youngsters, and I said, I'm going to make a choir with them. And because I can play the piano, I will play for them. So we started doing so many different, different events and different projects, etc. And I said to myself, I think I'm going to go into that area. And those young people, I made them very good singers because I realized that the training that I got from singing in the choir and the training that I got from Anastasia and different persons that were very good in music, I said, I'm going to bring it and bring it over to those youngsters. So I used to be involved in playing music all the time. And when it comes to schooling, I decided, hey, I want to get into figures. So I started to, because I was very good at maths. And I would tell anybody, any person that is good at maths, when you get on the piano, you become a very good piano player.
Okay, interesting. So, picture yourself now. We're in 2025, right? Back in your days and our days, there was no internet. We kind of saw the telephone coming into the home back then. If you can imagine yourself now as a teenager, you have the internet revolution, you got social media, you have all of this. What kind of teen do you think you would be now? And what do you think would be the most likely distraction that you think you would be facing now?
Now, as in 2025,
Yeah.
the distraction.
Yeah.
When it comes to distractions, one of the things is when you start to get children, your whole mind, your whole
Thought process.
not only thought process, but your there's a word for it that I can't get but your whole being goes towards raising kids.
Yeah, you become a nurturer, you become the lamb instead of the lion.
It goes to that, and the things you want to do, you have to put them on the back burner. But one of the things I did in 2016, I said to myself, I started to tape the different church services. And there was a lady that told me she was bedridden, and she said to me, I would love to go back to church again, but I can't because I'm bedridden. Then I said to myself, wait a minute. What I can do is bring the church to her. And from there I started doing live streaming. And she would see whenever I brought the church to her. And she would, every Sunday, she would look out for that church service. And after that, I just began to climb and climb and climb. And I said, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this to the entire world, because that is what it's all about. And it becomes something that I love doing. And today, I'm a live streamer because it's something that people learn to, let's say, go on live stream, and they will learn about other people. So I would bring you in and have an interview with you. And not only just say Maarten, but people all over the world will know more about who is Gramey Browne.
So you think as a teenager, if you was a teenager now, you would have dove into the internet revolution and start doing your live stream?
One time.
Okay.
I would do it one time, right, because this is the thing I realized I was built and I was made to do. One of the things I do as well, I make sure that I bring on people that can make a contribution to not only say Maarten people, but the people in the whole world, people all over the world, because here you are learning from people that has done things in St. Maarten, which you can probably do in lessons in St. Kitts or in Nevis or Dominica or wherever it might be. But what I'm doing is teaching people the things that we did here that they can learn from.
So if you love what you've seen and hearing so far, do me a favor. Click subscribe, press the bell, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Okay, so my next question will be now, I know you're now retired. So normally I ask the question.
I'm not retired.
Oh, you're not retired yet?
No.
Okay, so then this question become very profound for you. what you do now, would you consider it your job, or would you consider it living your life the way you want to?
Now, what I'm doing now, I consider it to be something that eventually will become my legacy, because I am looking, trying to find persons that have contributed to St. Maarten, not necessarily born here, not necessarily gone to any major school or whatever, but importantly has done things to be able to teach others so that they are able to learn from it. So I've called these people the St. Maarten legends. So no matter where they were born, those persons that have done stuff, that were able to contribute and be able to develop and build this country, those are people that I do interviews with, so that they can give information pertaining to the things that they did. I looked at things like culture and education and politics and religion and sports and healthcare, all those areas I look at, and I bring them on, have an interview with them, so people will learn about those people. But not just only that, I myself are very privileged because I am learning from those people as well. So that's the reason why I do what I do, and this is something I'll continue to do as long as I am able to do it.
Okay, so now here comes the tough question.
Sure.
Picture yourself in a room. You just finished giving a speech, a lecture, a workshop. There's about 100, 150 kids ranging from age 10 to age 18. And it was a successful project. And now you're going to walk out the door and you look back and you're going to give them the last words that they're going to hear from you in that instant. What would you say to them?
One thing I would say that I always say, and that is something that I've learned as time went by, and these words I would use: do what you love and love what you do. Because most times what happens is people do the things that they believe they're good at. Like I was good at accountancy, but I think you should be doing the thing that you love to do. Because I get up every day wanting to do a live stream. This what I'm doing with you, it comes like second nature because of the fact that I love doing stuff. I love interviewing. I love making sure that I know more about people that have done stuff in St. Maarten. So I always tell people, because people try to tell me, no, you're good at this or you're good at that, because I'm good at the piano as well. But I rather live stream because it's something that happens just at the moment. I live stream for funerals, I live stream for so many different events, and I like it because people come on, they give information or they text different things that they would like to know. You know, so the live streaming is something that I love doing, and I would bring it over to the young people saying, look, whatever you do what you like and like what you do. That's something I would leave with all those young people.
Jeffrey, those are words of wisdom. As a teenager, I learned you will always succeed in the thing that you're either good at or that you love doing. And so I thank you for your kind words. I thank you for your time. I appreciate it very much. Charles Jeffery Richardson, a true St. Maarten legend. And you can find him on the internet. Interact live stream. Thank you, Jeffrey, for your time.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure.
Remember, the only limits in business and in life is your imagination and determination to succeed.